Hey everyone, welcome back to part 6 of our C# and WinForms 2026 series. So far, we've built interactive forms and learned how events work. Today, we're going to focus on making your forms look modern and professional. We'll talk about arranging controls, using panels, and mastering anchoring and docking so your app still looks great when the window is resized. Let's create a new project. We choose Windows Forms app, and make sure it says .NET 10 as the target framework. Give it a name, and click Create. Boom, Visual Studio generates everything for us automatically. After that is done, we can start with our example and drag some controls to the form. In WinForms, controls don't automatically adjust when you resize a form. If you've ever resized a window and seen buttons floating in the wrong place or controls overlapping, that's exactly why layout matters. To build professional-looking applications, you need to understand layout management. The most important tools for this are anchor, dock, and container controls like panels and GroupBoxes. Let's create as an example a small layout. With this, I will show you the issue without using anchor or dock properties if you resize the window. Alright, let me show you something real quick. I've got a simple WinForms form here with a few controls on it. At first glance, it looks fine. Now watch what happens when I resize the window. Buttons float away, text boxes don't stretch, spacing breaks, and everything just kind of falls apart. Nothing is technically broken, but it definitely doesn't look professional. Anchoring keeps a control a fixed distance from one or more edges of the form. Docking attaches a control to an edge or lets it fill the available space. Panels and GroupBoxes help you group related controls so they behave as one unit. Once you understand these concepts, your forms immediately feel more polished and intentional. Let's start with anchor. Every control has an anchor property that defines how it reacts when the form is resized. For example, if you anchor a button to the bottom and right edges, it will stay in that corner no matter how large or small the window becomes. If you anchor a text box to both the left and right edges, it will stretch horizontally when the form grows. Anchoring is perfect for inputs, action buttons, and layouts where spacing should stay consistent. Try resizing your form while adjusting anchors and you'll instantly see how much more flexible your UI becomes. Alright, quick layout break, because these 4 properties confuse a lot of people at first. Anchor, dock, padding, and margin sound boring. But once you get them, WinForms suddenly makes sense. Let's start with anchor. Think of anchor like invisible rubber bands. When you anchor a control, you're basically tying it to one or more edges of the form. Anchor a button to the bottom and right, and no matter how big the window gets, that button is glued to that corner. Anchor a text box to the left and right, and it stretches as the form grows. Anchor says, stay this far away from these edges. No matter what. Next up, dock. Dock is more aggressive than anchor. Dock doesn't ask for permission, it claims space. When you dock a control, you're saying, this control owns this side of the window. Dock to the left? It becomes a sidebar. Dock to the top? It turns into a header. Dock to fill? It eats all remaining space like it pays rent. Docking is perfect for modern layouts where sections automatically resize without thinking about pixel math. Now let's talk about padding. Padding is space inside a container. It's the breathing room between the border and the controls inside. If your buttons are touching the edge of a panel, that feels cramped. Padding fixes that. Padding says, hey controls, Don't hug the walls. Give me some space. Use padding on panels and group boxes to instantly make layouts feel cleaner and more professional. And finally, margin. Margin is space outside a control. It's how far a control stays away from its neighbors. If controls feel stuck together or messy, margin is usually the fix. Margin creates separation and visual rhythm. Margin says, I like personal space. Keep your distance. So here's the simple summary. Anchor controls how a control moves when the form resizes. Dock decides where a control lives and how much space it owns. Padding creates space inside containers. Margin creates space between controls. Once you combine these four properly, WinForms stops feeling old and starts feeling intentional. And that's the moment your UI goes from it works to this actually looks good. Alright, now it's your turn. Let's actually use what we've learned and build a simple layout on our own. We've talked about anchor, dock, padding, and margin, now it's time to put them into practice. I'll prepare a basic layout on screen so you can follow along, but feel free to experiment and try your own ideas as well. Resize the form. Change anchor settings. Dock panels differently. Adjust padding and margin and see how the layout reacts. The best way to really understand layout in WinForms is to break things, fix them, and test again. If something behaves strangely, that's not a mistake, that's how you learn. And if you notice that anchor or padding alone isn't enough for more complex layouts, you're absolutely right. For advanced resizing scenarios, especially with nested controls or dynamic layouts, I already have dedicated videos on this channel that go much deeper into resizing strategies. If you're serious about building clean, professional WinForms applications, those videos are a perfect next step. And of course, if you run into any problems or have questions while experimenting, feel free to reach out in the comments. Tell me what you tried, what worked, and what didn't. I read the comments, and your questions often turn into future videos. Now go ahead, experiment with the layout, and make it your own. Docking makes a control stick to one side of the form or fill all remaining space. You can dock a control to the top, bottom, left, right, or set it to fill the entire area. This is extremely useful for modern layouts. A common example is a sidebar. You can dock a panel to the left side of the form and use it for navigation, while another panel fills the rest of the window for your main content. Docking automatically adjusts sizes for you, making it ideal for responsive layouts without complicated calculations. Now let's talk about panels and group boxes. These are container controls that hold other controls inside them. A panel is a simple container that lets you move, anchor, or dock multiple controls together. When you resize or reposition the panel, everything inside it moves as a unit. A group box does the same thing but also adds a visible border and a title, which is great for grouping related options or settings. For example, you might create a panel for a login form with text boxes, labels, and a button inside. If you anchor that panel properly, the entire login section stays centered even when the window is resized. Using containers like this keeps your layouts clean, organized, and easy to maintain. Now let's look at a few tips to make your layouts feel modern. First, use consistent fonts and colors across your controls. This alone can dramatically improve how professional your app feels. Second, make good use of padding and margins. Controls that are too close together feel cramped and hard to read. Third, align your controls properly. Straight lines and consistent spacing make your UI easier to scan and understand. Fourth, don't rely on just one technique. The best layouts combine anchoring, docking, and panels together. And finally, avoid overlapping controls at all costs. Overlapping looks messy and confuses users immediately. Let's wrap this up. You now know how to anchor and dock controls correctly, how to use panels and group boxes to organize your layouts, and how to build WinForms interfaces that resize cleanly and look professional. In the next video, we'll explore working with images, icons, and resources in .NET 10, so your applications can look even more polished with visuals and branding. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next part. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.